So Alea and I were at a Chuck E. Cheese celebrating a birthday of one of her nephews. And while we're sitting there, just kind of looked around the environment, and it's such a fun place to be that I started thinking about parody ideas, of course. It just seems so obvious that Chuck E. Cheese sounds a lot like Chucky the Doll. So it's like, well, what would happen if Chucky the Doll took over a Chuck E. Cheese environment? What kind of nonsense would we see from that? And that was kind of the germ of the whole project.
Crash! We lucked out pretty well this time. We had a number of kids on set who were, very good at their jobs. And we found both professional actors and relatives who were willing to lend a hand and jump in.
We were able to get 6 wonderful kids. They were awesome. We had, ages 4, that was little Trinity, all the way up to 13 to be a part of this video for Chucky's Cheese.
So a number of the kids I've actually worked with before. Ashlyn, you might remember her from Ranger Things. It was awesome to work with her again. And of course, Lucius and August, they've been in a few of our productions. Actually, Trinity, who wields the chainsaw, it was not only her first time being on camera, it's actually my first time meeting her. So like one of the first things I got to tell her was, you're gonna pick up this chainsaw and really rear it up and show it to the camera and stuff. And of course she looked at me kind of strange, but she did it and she nailed it. It was awesome.
I'd say the craziest thing is when I saw the Chucky doll. I was like, I had no clue we were filming about Chucky, and so I walked in and I just see this Chucky doll sitting on the counter. I was like, okay, well this is happening. That creeped me out.
Fortunately for us, we ended up having a Chucky doll donated to us for the last video, and we're able to continue using it into this one.
I didn't realize this, but Chucky the doll is pretty scary, the actual doll prop.
Some of the kids were genuinely terrified of Chucky. As a kid, I was terrified of Chucky. I feel like actually in a weird way, these videos, the horror parodies are kind of therapeutic for me to kind of get over my childhood fears of these different characters. So if you notice actually in the group shot of the kids laughing, we have one of the kids absent from that shot, and that's Trinity. Trinity would not sit still for the Chucky doll. But again, I understand Trinity's no problem.
Working with Chucky, he does not exist, but he's not as creepy as he looks in the parodies when you actually look at it up close.
Is Chucky cooperating?
Oh, he is, yeah, no, he's cooperating well.
Oh gosh.
Every now and then he tries to jump and just commit suicide.
So on the shoot day, we are at a very limited schedule because Family Fun Town was awesome and they allowed us to shoot there. However, we had to shoot there during operating hours and around patrons. So with all of that, of course, there was a little bit of weather too, because you can't use the go-karts while it's raining. So fortunately, we lucked out and we snuck in all of the go-kart shots before the rain. It actually started drizzling, and then I'm like, all right, let's get those kids off of the track, and we got everything we needed.
My thing that was mostly fun was probably doing one of the scenes, the go-kart scenes. Yeah, it was really fun. My mom kept going really fast to my sister, and I was like panicking.
So this is the first time I've been on a go-kart since, I actually know how to drive. It's a lot more fun when you know what you're doing than when you're a kid. So that was a lot of fun to ride a go-kart. Highly recommend Family Fun Town in Orange City. Hands
down, my favorite part as an actor was the salad bit. I have so much fun. Every time the salad goes up, I'm the one that has to clean it up. And I didn't want to clean it up over and over and over again. So it was just a lot of fun to have the salad and the plate come to life.
My favorite thing so far was definitely when we did the scene where we were all eating pizza, and it was really fun. I didn't get to eat the rest, but that's okay.
So Family Fun Town was amazing for letting us shoot there. They were so accommodating, and actually they let the kids, while we were setting up for another shot, they let the kids ride the go-karts around for free, and that was really, really cool.
I enjoyed playing the motorcycle game. Yeah, that was the one that was my favorite. It feels fun. I like playing games. There's some games I like, and the games I like to play them multiple times. Nothing bump you because there's a screen of it, and when you turn left, you might bump into something, and when you turn right, you might bump into something, and when you straight, vroom, 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 vroom.
Anyone watching us run around Family Funtown in the arcade probably thought we were a bunch of crazy people because Brendan's constantly, reacting to things that aren't actually happening to him. Nothing was actually thrown at him in the video. We, digitally put it in ski balls and hockey pucks and basketballs, and hopefully it looks good enough that in the moment no one's thinking, that looks fake, and they're just laughing at, guy getting hit by an object, because that's always funny.
Will, left. Awesome. That was great. That was awesome.
So, fun fact, earlier this year, I was in a real Chuck E. Cheese commercial where I played the mom. I had no idea I would be doing a parody just 6 months later. So, that was kind of fun. And even the setup where I'm at the table in this parody is pretty much the same setup in the Chuck E. Cheese commercial.
This one was a blast to film. It's nice to have one that you can film all in one day and all at one location. It'd have such diverse setups.
I think it looks great in the video, and if you're ever in Central Florida, I recommend going to Orange City to check out Family Funtown.
So no, this was a fun one, and I think we'll be looking back on it fondly for a while.
Would I go to Chucky's Cheese? No.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching behind the scenes of Chucky's Cheese. A big shout out to Family Funtown for their amazing location. If you like what we do, please be sure to check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/AnnuFilms. Thank you so much.